Hi everybody, my name is Alicia Finley. Welcome to your mat today. This is going to be a short practice if you feel overwhelmed. And that could be overwhelmed because work is really overwhelming. It could be a relationship you feel overwhelmed. It could just be all of the things that this time of year, springtime, things are ending, new things are beginning, and just the sense of having to get it all done can be an incredibly overwhelmed feeling. And so just give yourself a moment just to actually acknowledge that it's okay to feel overwhelmed, because when we suppress it and feel like, oh my gosh, I've got so much to do, we're literally closing down the energy to be able to think creatively, to say, well, maybe what could I let go of, or could I delegate to somebody else? So just allow yourself to just give permission to feel overwhelmed. And what we're going to do is a technique called GONE. And so this is using 3 of your senses. GONE entails seeing, hearing, and feeling. So I want something to be able to give to you after you leave your mat, because this practice will definitely shift your energy, but I also want you to have something that when you're out and you are feeling overwhelmed, that you feel like you have a tool to use. And so GONE, again, is using seeing, feeling, or hearing. And so I'm outside today, I can hear the birds in my tree. And so the moment that you hear the sound, you listen, so you become very present and you listen for the sound to be gone. Or I see a butterfly and it was in my vision just behind the camera, and in the moment I noticed in that instant it was gone. So that's an example of hearing or seeing. Feeling can be in your body. As we practice, you'll feel sensations. If you're agitated with somebody at work, you'll feel that in your body. And just start to notice that you feel it and see if it even lessens. It doesn't have to disappear entirely, just that presence with it. Notice that it's starting to disappear, okay? So thought can also be part of seeing, especially when we close our eyes or you're just daydreaming and we go unconscious. You start to catch yourself, become more conscious, and notice as thoughts start to pass and say gone. Everything outside of us is always moving, ebbing and flowing and changing. And so we start to appreciate that everything changes and everything is gone at some point. And so we rest back in the awareness of getting ourselves to shift internally to allow the outside world to become more clear. So we're going to start with just a really nice side bend. You might want to block for this practice. It's an all levels practice, but it will flow a little bit today. So if you're brand new to yoga, perhaps doing a basics class or watching this class first might be helpful, because we're going to move a lot and just have a good time to get a little out of the head, but we'll practice this technique. So take the arms up, inhale. Take yourself over to the right. Exhale, right hand down, left arm over. Inhale. Exhale, over to the other side. So we're just going to open up the breath actually before we set the intention today. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Because sometimes we just have to meet ourselves where we're at. Do it one more time before we close the eyes and think about what we want to drop into, just to kind of open up the breath a little bit. So a little different than we traditionally start. So now come back to center. Bring your hands to your heart center and close your eyes. And already just, hopefully you feel something in your outer lateral ribs. A greater presence in breath or in sensation. So take a moment and set your intention. Allow yourself permission to feel overwhelmed if that's where you're at. And noticing, just in acknowledging that, how there might be a slight reduction in the intensity of the overwhelmed. And so I find myself just saying gone at different parts of my day, just to kind of help bring me into the moment. Good, and let your chin fall down towards your chest. Release your hands down to your legs. Inhale, lift the chin. We're going to get right into downward facing dog. So take yourself onto all fours just to find the alignment. Take your knees so they're a little behind your hips, and you're going to tuck your toes, press back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Hips go back. Arms are straight. So we're going to move into plank, top of a push-up. Inhale. Exhale, press back. So if you needed to wiggle, or shimmy asana, I like to say, which is a very technical Sanskrit term, inhale, exhale back. If you needed to shimmy, then you need to keep your stance a little longer in your dog. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Belly strong. Shoulder blades down the back. Exhale. Lift your heels. Exhale. Slowly take your feet forward to the top of your mat. Standing forward bend. Use your block if you need it here. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse your swan dive. Come all the way up. And hands to heart. Exhale. We're going to drop right into chair pose. Feet can stay hip distance. Arms are going to go up. Inhale. And now exhale out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And the arms can be a little soft. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Consciously moving energy. Exhale. One more. Exhale. Push to stand. Inhale. Exhale. Open. Back to Ujjayi breath. It'll take a moment. Inhale. Top of a push-up. Step back. Exhale. Inhale. Up dog or cobra. And back. Down dog. Exhale. Right leg will lift into the sky. Inhale. Right foot's going to come through into warrior one. Back heel spins to the earth. Arms go up high. Inhale. Reach into that right leg. Exhale. Straighten your front leg. Inhale. Turn your front foot. Turn your back foot out. Warrior two. Exhale. Good. Take a breath here. Breathe in. First time we're going a little slower. Exhale. Breathe out. You're going to reverse your warrior. Take your hand down the back leg. Inhale. Reverse. Going to come to side moon, extended side moon, half moon. Lift the back leg up. Good. Maybe get light in that bottom hand for a breath. Inhale. Now bend the front leg back to reverse warrior. Exhale, step. Reverse. Inhale. Twisting lunge. Pivot the back heel up as the right hand goes down to the mat. Stretch the left arm up. Exhale. Stay for a full breath. Breathe in. Good. Hug the feet in. Breathe out. You're going to come to side plank. Scooch the back foot back halfway. Roll to the outer edge of the back foot, or you can stack the feet. Inhale. Exhale. Shoulder blade going down the back on that bottom arm. Inhale, top of a push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And back. Down dog. Exhale. Take the right leg high. Breathe in. Same thing, little quicker. Exhale, right foot through. Warrior one. Inhale, come all the way up. Stay down in the leg. Exhale. Reach up. Inhale, turn the foot. Exhale, turn the back foot out. Exhale. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Half moon. Exhale. Tip, tip, tip. Stay for the breath. Breathe in. You can balance the hand or put it down. Exhale. Back to reverse. Inhale. Reach it back. Low lunge twist. Exhale. Right hand down, left arm up. Take a breath. Breathe in. Good. Exhale. Side plank. Breathe out. Take one more breath. Inhale. And vinyasa. Exhale and lower. Inhale. Up dog or cobra. Exhale back. Down dog. Now just notice the moment's over. It's over. And yet you might feel a sensation or many going through the body. Lift your heels, inhale. Bend your knees, look to your hands, step or hop, top of your mat. Look forward, breathe in. Breathe out. Good, you're going to heel toe your feet off of your mat by about 3 inches. You're going to turn your left toes, we're going to the left first. Turn your left toes to the left, angle your back foot in for pyramid pose. So if your hamstrings are tight, grab a block, put it on the inside of the foot. Inhale, stretch your spine forward. Exhale, fold. Good, do that again. Inhale, look forward, shoulder blades go down the back. Exhale, fold. Good. Turn the feet. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, walk to the other side. Good. Wrapping that outer hip back. Inhale. Exhale, fold. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, walk back to center. Exhale, heel toe your feet back to center. Look forward, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands. You can either step or you can jump. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back. Downward facing dog. Take your left leg high. Inhale. Now we're going to make the circle the other way. Exhale, left foot through. Warrior one. Inhale. Stay down. Exhale. Straighten the front leg. Inhale. Turn the foot. Exhale. Warrior two. To the back or to the other direction. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Reach, 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 reach back. Good. And we're going to come to half moon. Windmill down. Lift off that back leg. Hand down if you need it. Hover if not. Take one more breath. And out. Slowly bend your front leg. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. And low lunge twist. Left hand goes down this time. Right arm goes up. Take a breath. And then exhale. You're going to step this top foot either halfway back or stack it. Take a breath. Breathe in. And lower. Exhale. Breathe out. Inhale. Lift. And back. Down dog. Exhale. Same side. Left leg. Left foot. Warrior one. Inhale. Sink down. Exhale. Inhale. Straighten. Turn the feet. Exhale. Reverse. Inhale. Half moon. Exhale. Stay for the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Reverse. Inhale. Reach back. Low lunge twist. Exhale. Left hand down. Right arm up. Full breath here. Inhale. Side plank. Exhale. Inhale. And lower. Exhale. Inhale. Lift. And exhale back. Take a breath in. And bring your knees down. Child's pose. Sit back, hips to heels. And breathe out. Allow yourself to come back to the moment, realizing that some of the physical sensations might be gone. Can you walk your hands back towards your knees? You're going to come and sit up onto the shins. We're going to take very gentle camel poses here today. You're going to take your hands, you can turn your fingertips up or turn your fingertips down, whichever feels better. Draw your elbows together. In fact, I'm going to even use my block here and put it on the highest level between the feet. Squeeze your elbows together. Inhale, lift your chest. And you can just keep your hands here. Keep your throat back, and if you can reach back and right away you can feel that block, grab it. Otherwise, just keep your hands on your hips. Open the chest. Notice how the body just, it can take a minute just to sort of assimilate how it's responding to this great expansion in the chest. Keep the throat back. Good, and then if you've got your hands on your blocks, one hand, other hand, lift up. And then tuck your toes. You're going to sit back. You can sit on your heels. I'm going to bring my feet together. Close your eyes. Good. And then we're going to come to a seated twist. So my face toward you. You cross your right leg over your left leg. Now, if you've got knee pain, you can straighten this bottom leg out. Otherwise, you're going to cross this over. Good. Lift the chest nice and tall. You're going to take your right hand behind you. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Exhale, you're going to turn and twist. So if you want more hip opening, just some juicy hip opening, hook the elbow around the knee. Watch this sit bone, the right one, from lifting. Make sure that's staying steady down. Or you can hook it to the outside. So as you breathe in, get nice and long. Push your arm against your leg against your arm to create more extension upward towards the spine. And then exhale, twist. So really begin to become connected now with sensation and when it disappears. Excuse me. Inhale back to center. Good. And now you're going to come to a cow face pose where the knees are going to stack. So if you need to, you might have to come forward a little bit, get the knees to align as best you can. You can always sit on a block here and lift your chest. Now if you've got the block and you're not sitting on it, put it in front of you. Lift the spine nice and tall and then fold. Bringing that block in so maybe your third eye can rest on it. And then come back up, inhale. Lean back, exhale. Stretch the legs out for a moment. Give them a shake. And we're going to switch sides. So you're going to cross this time left leg on top of right. Left hand behind you. Right arm goes up to the sky. Exhale, turn and twist. Again, hook the elbow around or bring the elbow to the outside of the leg. Lift your spine. Turn the navel center. Inhale, find some length. And twist. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Back to center. You're going to line the knees on top. Again, come forward if you need to. Your inner thighs are rolling toward the floor, the very upper inner thighs, so the low back can move in and up. And right when you do that, get the curve to come in the low back. You're going to feel a greater sensation probably for some of you into the outer hips. And you might feel this in both. You might just feel it in one. Lift the chest. Exhale again. You can fold forward or just let the hands come down. Or some days it just, each side is different. So not pressuring yourself that exactly the same thing always has to happen on both sides to the same degree because we are different on each side. So take a couple of breaths here. Begin to become present with the breath. Notice if you hear any sounds. If you have thoughts, you may have all of these things. Maybe pick one. Good. Inhale, come back up. Exhale. Take your hands back behind you. Let's open up the legs, this time out into a straddle. Some of us are going to need a little height here. So if you have a blanket, grab a blanket. You can also roll your mat, give it a little bit of a roll, and sit on it just to give your spine, again, a little lift. So if your lumbar spine rounds here, you need to get a little lift of the low back to go in and up. Hands can come behind you, can also help. So you're going to push your hands down behind you, lift your chest up, spread your toes. And some of you are going to stay right here, working the spine straight first. If you've got a straight spine, then you can start to come forward. You can come onto the block. You can come onto the forearms. Toes, knees, ankles pointing straight up towards the sky. Take one more breath. Come all the way back up. Inhale. Good. Slide that mat out if it's rolled. Now use your hands. You're just kind of helping yourself out here and there. And turn myself so that I'm back on my mat. We're going to roll onto the spine. So turning your palms up towards the sky. Come all the way down onto your back. Reach your arms up overhead. Plant your feet flat. And again, if you have a block, I'm going to encourage you to grab it and you can slide it under you or just take bridge pose, working the upper arms underneath you. So if I'm using the block, you can go any height here. It's going to go right under the sacrum. And if you feel overwhelmed a lot, this is just, it's a practice in the art of allowing help sometimes, because sometimes we do need to ask for help. We need to delegate. We need to be comfortable with saying no, realizing that it's okay sometimes to take care of ourselves. And this can be a difficult practice for us, just to find that inner balance where we feel stable enough that we don't make ourselves feel bad for saying no. So in this same way, let yourself be held by the block. And if you wanted to, you could even take a moment, hug one leg up and extend your legs up into a supported shoulder stand. If you don't have a block, you could do a legs up the wall here. Now I'm not looking at you, because when you're in a bridge pose or shoulder stand of any sort, very important that your neck is not moving side to side. And my neck is not actually touching the earth. The back of my head is pushing down, my upper arms are pushing down. But the back of the neck, all my cervical vertebrae are not touching. Good, and then bend the knees in, set one foot down, set the other foot down, push down into the feet, slide the block out, bring the soles of your feet together. Anything that's comfortable. You can take cactus arms here. And then we're going to come to Shavasana. So take your hands, gently bring your knees together and let one leg extend out and then the other. Let your hands rest by your sides. And here's where internally the mind can begin to shift into thought and feelings and sounds and all sorts of things. So just begin to notice. You're not trying to judge it, you're just noticing it. And when it does disappear, if it does, just say gone to yourself. Begin to breathe more deeply. I want you to take a nice deep breath in, and when you get to the top of the breath, hold the breath. So breathe in. When you get to the top, hold the breath. Now see if you can sip in a little bit more air. Breathe in again. And hold the breath for 3, 2. Exhale out your mouth. 1. It's gone. Bring some movement back into your fingers. Reawaken your toes. Stretch your arms overhead. Bend your left knee, put your left foot to the earth, and push, roll to your right side. Slowly come back up to a comfortable seat. And keep your eyes closed. Fold your hands together in front of your heart. Take a moment just to take an inventory and check in with yourself of where you're at. Appreciate just having this time for yourself. Thank yourself for giving yourself these few minutes to practice. Remember that anything external will pass. And so valuing this time for yourself, whether it's 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever you can do. And remember, you are not alone. We all feel overwhelmed. So taking time to connect back to you and using this mindful technique of gone to help you as you move about your day. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. It was my honor to guide you. Namaste. Have an amazing day.